It's not hard at all, to be honest. I always get questions about this on why did I stop drinking, this and that, because I used to drink a lot before. I was a very heavy drinker. I had an issue with alcohol. I was an alcoholic. So I always get questions, and I don't mind talking about it. In the beginning, I did because it was just the beginning. Like, I was still, in the process. But now, like, I'm done, and I'm so happy I got out of that drinking problem that I had. And if I can do it, you can do it. And I had a very, very serious issue with alcohol. I had been drinking for so many years, like so many years. I was just so used to it. It was a way for me to escape, a way for me to numb myself. There's no reason to drink alcohol, not even to celebrate. Like, for what? Like, what's the need of you to drink alcohol? With any substance, what's the need of you to take it? For what? To make you feel a little bit better, to help you loosen up? Like, no, it's just dumb. Like, it's so dumb. Let me just tell you, you're the one that's making it hard on yourself, to be honest. If you have been thinking about quitting drinking or even just taking a break, I hope that this episode gives you that do it. I hope that it really inspires you to take the next step, to just do it and stop, because you can't stop. That you take those next steps into honestly loving yourself, into taking care of yourself, into taking care of your health, into no longer harming yourself, into no longer harming your body, because it's harmful. Physically, mentally, emotionally, it's harmful for you. You make the decision yourself, though. You are in control. Do you really want to stop? Even if you have that thought, just stop. For me, that's what it was. I honestly grew tired of it. It was on my mind where I wanted to stop. I just no longer wanted to do it. I didn't want to feel so bad anymore, like physically, mentally, emotionally. It was draining me. I was seeing that it wasn't doing any good for me. I wasn't seeing any growth in my life, any growth in me, no type of growth. I was stuck. I feel like I was going fucking backwards. I didn't stop though, because it was just the things I was surrounding myself with, the people, the environment. I was just used to it. It was a habit of me going out, of me drinking every weekend, every day, escaping. My body was just so used to it. It was like a fucking routine. And we love a routine, don't we? So change, I knew I wanted to change. I didn't know how. And I was a little bit afraid, to be honest. Like, I'm so used to this. Everybody saw me as the hype person, this and that. What was I going to do? I was going to lose friends. People weren't going to talk to me. Fuck all that. If you have those things in your mind and you're thinking about that, dude, just let it go. Let all those things go. Stop thinking about them, what they're going to say, what they're going to think about you. Start thinking about you. Start thinking about your health. Start thinking about taking care of yourself, about loving yourself, taking care of your body. Let me fucking tell you, this happened with me. I'm pretty sure it can happen with you. It can happen with anybody. It just leads to drugs, to be honest. For me, drinking led to drugs, and it was a whole fucking mess. You hit rock bottom. You feel like you feel good. Like, it's this hype. You're having fun. You feel all accelerated and shit. It's just like this moment of that you feel, and then it's like it goes away, so you want more and more and more. And you don't want to go there, because honestly, when you do go to drugs, it's a little bit harder to quit. We'll get maybe into that in another video. Drugs and stuff like that, whatever. So my relationship with alcohol was really bad. I was an alcoholic. I was drinking a lot every day, mixing all types of things. I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I'd be like, fucking give it to me. If it has alcohol, give it to me. I always look back and reflect, and that's why I say that's one of my greatest achievements, because sometimes I'm just like, damn, like I really did that. I was this whole completely different person, and I grew out of that. I'm just so much happier. I'm in love with myself. It's amazing of how much you can change, how much you can grow, how much you can learn about yourself, how much you can fucking love yourself. And I was able to quit on my own with no help, nobody helping me, nobody's support but mine. You might want help from somebody else. I know, like, there's I think it's AA. I'm not sure. I can't speak on that because I didn't get help from nobody else. I don't know what it truly is. I didn't experience that. But honestly, I feel like those things, most of the time, they don't even really work. Like with rehab, we see a lot of people going back and relapsing because they don't help you heal. And you might want help from somebody else because you want somebody to hold your hand. You want somebody to tell you what to do. You want somebody to take accountability of you. Like you want somebody to put you in order when you have to do that with yourself. You have to stay committed and you have to be strong for yourself. And you can get so much help, but at the end of the day, it's you that really has to help out yourself. Like it's not just you quit and there you stop. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. You stop, but you have to do like the work. Like what was causing you to drink? Start your healing journey. And that honestly will help you so much as well throughout the process and through your decision to stop, because I wanted to stop at the beginning and I stopped. I then started learning more about health, what it really does to you physically, but mentally. You know, I wasn't thinking mentally and emotionally before. And I was like, wow, like I'm done hiding my emotions. I'm done putting them away. I felt blocked, you know, you're not flowing, your energy is not flowing right. And I just felt negative as well. That's when I was learning about vibes and energy. And I'm like, I'm done with that negative energy. I want to vibrate higher. I want to be positive and I want to attract positivity. I was just attracting negativity with all that negative stuff that I was doing. At first, for me, when I thought it was hard to stop drinking, it was because of the people I was surrounding myself with, the environments I was putting myself in, because I wanted to stop, but the people around me were drinking and I was still hanging out with those people. That's temptation right there. You don't want to put yourself in those situations because it's there and you see them, this and that, and you're going to fall for it, for the drinking, for the partying, for all that stuff. So I would suggest for you to stop hanging out with those people. Doesn't have to be forever, but just for a moment. And then you'll probably realize, hey, maybe I just don't want to associate with these people ever, especially if they're still drinking, because you'll see that you're growing. You don't want them to stop your growth. You want to keep growing. You want to keep leveling up. And you will then attract people that are on the same wavelength as you, that want to keep leveling up as well and just want growth. Stop going to parties, stop going to concerts, stop going clubbing, to all these environments where there's alcohol, where there's partying, where there's drinking, where there's drugs, all of that, because it's temptation. Why would you put yourself in those environments when you're trying to stop drinking? Like for what? Ask yourself right now, why do you think it's so hard for you to stop drinking? Take a couple minutes, write it down, say it out loud, and you might have all these reasons. It's different for everybody why you think it's hard. You think you can't do it because of your friends. Stop hanging out with them, because it helps you relax after a long day of work. Whatever it is, why you think it's hard, just know that it's you making it hard for yourself. Like if you're saying your friends, well, you're the one that's still there hanging out with them. Stop hanging out with them, with your friends. You think it's going to help you relax. Find something else that's going to help you relax. There's many other things. You know, get some rest. You probably just fucking need some rest. Get some rest instead of drinking. And if you think it's going to be hard, then it's going to be hard for you. So stop thinking so negative about it, because that's just an excuse. You're just saying, oh, it's hard. It's going to be hard, because you probably just are not ready and you really don't want to stop. Because if you did, you would switch that mindset to positivity. Like, okay, well, this is good for me because it's going to help me mentally, emotionally, physically. That's a step towards loving yourself, towards loving your body, towards taking care of your health. I recently started going to parties again. I went to a concert like a couple weeks ago, and it's not temptation for me anymore. In the beginning, I did purposely remove myself from all parties, just going out, from those people that kept drinking, because I didn't want that. I didn't want it around me. I just didn't want it, you know, and it helped me to stop drinking. But now I can go out. People are drinking. There's no temptation. I don't want to try it. I don't want it at all. I'm honestly like, this is exactly why I don't drink anymore. Because you see all these people acting like fools, to be honest. I was once there and I'm glad I'm not there anymore. When I went to the concert, people were smoking. I can't with the smell of burning weed anymore. I'll smell the weed pure. I like how it smells, you know, like the weed. But when it's burning, I'm like, I don't know. And then all these people, especially young kids with the pens, the nicotine pens. Oh my God. Like all those flavors, fruity flavors, cotton candy, whatever the fuck it is. It smells so fucking disgusting. It smells like fucking pure chemicals. Honestly, I'm thankful. I'm just so glad I don't do none of this. Like I can still have fun without drinking alcohol, without smoking weed, without any fucking substance. And you can too. You actually have more fun without any of those substances because you're under the influence. You're drinking, you're over here buzzed, drunk. You're not gonna have fun. You don't really enjoy yourself. You're just escaping. And you're interacting with people who are just escaping as well. You're not having a true interaction. It cannot be easy for you. If you say it's going to be easy and it's for the best for you, it's going to be easy. And it's a fact. It is what's best for you. You're not missing out on having fun. You're not missing out on going out with your friends. You're not missing out on anything, to be honest. When you are working on yourself, on bettering yourself, and working towards improving your health. Even with family parties, family gatherings, you ain't missing out on nothing when you are working on yourself, when you are trying to level up. So it's time to switch up your mentality on what you think is really good for you and what you think isn't. Thinking that you're missing out on stuff. No, you're not missing out on anything. If you're going out and drinking and partying, then you're missing out on loving yourself, on improving your health, on leveling up. Like, you decide, baby. Which one do you want? You want to better yourself, or you just want to go out and party and drink? Better yourself, stop drinking, love yourself. I did think about that first. My friends, family, this and that. But I'm like, okay, well, I have done this for so long already and I haven't leveled up. I haven't grown. And honestly, these people are not helping me grow. So I'm going to go with this path and see what's up. The growth might take some time, but you're still leveling up. You're way beyond where the fuck you were, you know? You were down here and now you're up here and you're just going to keep growing and growing. You'll like that. You'll like that feeling of achieving your goals, of leveling up, where you're like, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back to those people. I don't want to go back to those environments.